right, so my name is Miss Sammy, or Miss Samantha. I work with Epic, Every Person Influences Children, and I will be your host for Storytime this week. First, thank all of you for coming to Storytime. We are so happy to see you down here at Canalside this morning. I am so excited to see so many familiar faces, and if I have not seen you yet at Storytime this summer, we are so excited to welcome you here and hope to see you here for the rest of the summer as well. So first, before we get started, I want to thank a few of my friends who made it possible for us to be here this week and every Wednesday this summer. So I want to thank the M&T Bank Foundation. I also want to thank the Children's Foundation of Erie County. I want to thank the Bauer Family Foundation, and also I want to give a big thank you to the Buffalo Waterfront, who has this space and owns this space and keeps it nice and clean for us and makes it so that we can be here every Wednesday. So our Storytime at Canalside theme this week is awesome animals, and as you can see over here, we have so many wonderful, amazing activities planned for you today. The first thing we are going to do, as always, what do we do to start Storytime, my friends who have been here before? What do we do to start? We say thank you, that is right. So we first said thank you to a couple of our friends, and we have thanked our friends at the Buffalo Waterfront. Thank you. Can we give a big thank you to all of our friends who made it possible for us to be here today? I will count down 3, 2, 1, and give us a thank you. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Thank you! We are so excited to have you this week, and we are so excited and grateful to all of our friends who made it possible. So the next thing we do, what do we do after we say thank you? We read our story. So this week we have a very special friend, and her even also special four-legged friend here to read with us today, because what would an awesome animal story time be without an animal, right? So I have Miss Emily here from the SPCA and her very good friend Carlo, who is a rescue from the Queen City Pitties Foster Shelter. We are so excited to have them here this week. So without further ado, I am going to introduce her and her therapy dog pal Carlos over to read our story.
We're going to be reading The View at the Zoo. Rise and shine. Attention, please. Monkeys, get down from those trees. Wake your cubs up, Mrs. Bear. Mr. Lion, comb that hair. Elephant, please wipe your nose. Pink flamingos on your toes. All giraffes, please stand up straight. That's more like it. You look great. Carlo, come here. Come here. Can you sit down on your bed? All is ready. Come on in. Let the day of fun begin. My, what silly things they do, all these creatures at the zoo. Walking on all kinds of feet, dancing to an inner beat. Babies riding on their backs, on their bellies, snug in sacks. Hear the silly sounds they speak as they howl and squawk and shriek. How they eat, they never stop. That one looks about to pop. Carlo, come here. Come here. See them prance and primp and preen, trying to stay neat and clean. Carlo, come here. Touch. Come here. Yes, he wants to see the animals. Some of them are quite a fright. Watch your fingers. They may bite. Carlo, come here, buddy. You're tangled. Come here. Come here. Lay down. Lay down. Sun is setting in the sky. Everybody say goodbye. Please go home so we can sleep. Time for us to count our sheep. Woo! They're leaving. Off they go. They all put on quite a show. What a hoot! Folks have no clue the view that we have at the zoo. The end.
Give your friends a high five next to you if someone's close by. All right, and we're gonna make big rainbow arms. Ready? One side all the way to the other. And back to the other side. And back to the other side. And one more. Good job. So we read about animals today. So everybody pick one of your favorite animals and can you act it out? So I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do a frog. So I'm gonna hop like a frog. You guys can be frogs too. You can pick another animal and show me your best animal. Oh, this is tiring. Frogs must get tired very quickly. Whew. I see lots of frogs. Did anyone pick another animal? A bear? Can I see you crawl like a bear? How do bears move? They walk on all fours, right? I'm gonna go on my knees. Good job. I see a lot of good bears on your feet and your hands. That's impressive. All right, can we go back to our spots? Me and Leah can skip together. And go back to your spot. You guys are very good skippers. Good job. All right, next we're going to do our favorite, my favorite, monster walk. So you gotta stand back up again. You're sitting too soon. Arms are straight out in front of us. Our legs are super straight. Monster walk. Can you kick your leg high and touch it with your toes? That's a hard one. This hurts my legs. Oh, you guys are much more flexible than me. Good job. I see some high kicks. Good job. All right, and back to your little spot, but stay standing. Stay standing. We got one more quick little movement. All right, I want you guys all to pick your favorite animal one more time. I'm going to pick something different than a frog this time. I'm going to pick an elephant. You can pick whatever animal you want. And let me see your best impression of your favorite animal. This is my trunk as an elephant. You can be elephants too. Ooh, someone made a good elephant noise. I see some birds. You're a bat? That's awesome. Oh, I see some, maybe a lion. Are you a tiger? Tiger. Very cool. Lots of birds. And run back to your seats.
I am from the Buffalo Museum of Science. Can I see a raise of hands who's been here before? Ooh, a lot of people. All right, so very cool. So I have some awesome animals up here from our education collection at the Science Museum. So these animals are all different species, and they're all from different parts of the world. So I have this one over here. So do you see this hanging off the table over here? What is this thing? What's hanging off, do you think? A tail. So if I told you this animal is from Australia, what do you think this is? A kangaroo. I heard the right answer. So they hop on their back legs just like how you guys are hopping like frogs. Kangaroos also hop on their back legs. So I have some pictures to go along with all these animals as well. All right, and so next one I have this. Is this the same color as the kangaroo? No, what color is this? White. This is really, really white and fluffy. Think it's a bunny?
It's a polar bear.
It would be a really small section of fur from a polar bear. This is called an Arctic hare. So you can see its two little ears right here. And so, why do you think it's white? What is up in the Arctic? Yeah, lots of snow and ice, right? So they have to blend in. So the scientific word for blending in is camouflage. So the Arctic hares have to camouflage into the ice and snow. All right, so here's a cute little picture of an Arctic hare. This is what it looks like in real life.
Maybe that's a snow bunny.
Or snow bunny. All right, so our next animal here, has anybody seen the movie Turning Red? Yes. So what is the main character in that movie? A red panda, right. So here is a fur from a red panda. So this animal was real, it's just not alive anymore. So this is its real fur. So you can see it has some nice bands on its tail. It's nice and red, and I think it has a cute little face. And so it also still has its claws, because where do you think red pandas live if they have claws? What do they use these for? In trees, right, so they need to climb up the trees. All right, so this is a cute little red panda in a tree. So they live in Asia, and mostly northern China. Yeah, there's a real one at the zoo. Yeah, it's in a Scout. All right, and now we're going to go across the world. We're going to go to South America. So what I have here is called a carnivore. And so compared to these guys who are herbivores, they eat plants. This guy eats meat. So can you think of any big cats that live in South America? Not quite a cheetah. Ooh, a jaguar. That's a really good guess. These guys, they're just a little bit smaller than a jaguar. This is an ocelot fur. So this is the second big cat in South America. So these guys, they only eat meat. So this is what it looks like. I found a picture of one licking its nose. So ocelots, they have really, really sharp teeth. And they also have all these spots on them to camouflage into the forest floor. All right. And over here I have, so this isn't a fur like the other ones that we talked about. This is another type of a part from an animal. And so what color is this? It's gray, right? I heard it kind of looks like maybe crocodile skin. You guys are right. It is a type of skin. But what animals live in Africa and have really big trunks? An elephant. Yeah, so I have elephant skin right here. And so this is what's called freeze-dried. So I have freeze-dried elephant skin. So it's another way, it's called to preserve different parts of animals, is to freeze dry it. So I have some little elephants here. Alright, and now let's think of animals that swim and live in the ocean. A turtle, so this is a sea turtle shell. So this is really, really hard shell. And it also has something in the middle here. What do you think this is? The spine, right? Can you guys point to your spine? Do we all have spines in our bodies? Right, it's our backbone, right? And so turtles, they can't come out of their shell because they are attached to it. All right, so this animal swam in the ocean. And now let's think of an animal that lives on land. Ooh, I heard deer, I heard moose. Yes. Ooh, elk. Who said elk? You guys are right. So this is an elk foot. And so how many toes do you guys have on your feet? You have 10 toes total, right? And so elk, they have 4 toes. So on each foot, or actually no, they have 8. On each foot they have 2 toes. And they are covered by hooves. Do we have hooves on our toes though? No, we don't. Yes, this one does. And so elk are huge. And they have really big antlers on their head. So they have antlers just like we see deer around here, but elk antlers are a lot bigger. Alright, so thinking of things that grow on animals' head. What is this? It is a horn. It's not. Ooh.
A rhino horn. A rhino horn.
All right, it's not a unicorn, but ooh, rhino is a good guess. This animal is in Africa. You guys, I don't think you'll know this animal because I just heard of it this morning, but I thought it was really cool to bring. So this is from what's called an eland. It is a type of grazing animal, like a gazelle or an antelope. So this is what this animal looks like. Afterwards, when we're all finished, you guys can come up and look at these closer. But this type of animal has like a really big flap of skin under their neck. And they have these really long horns on their head. They have 2 of these. So would you guys want a horn this big coming out of your head? No, I think that would be funny to see you guys with this. And so what's cool about these 3 things, the horn, the hoof, and our sea turtle shell, they're all made out of something called keratin. And so keratin is what makes up our nails and our hair. So we have the same thing that these animals have, which I think is pretty cool. So we talked about mammals, we talked about a reptile, and I also have one more type of animal here. So what do you think this is?
Feather.
Ooh, feathers. And what animals have feathers? Birds, right? So birds have wings, right? And so this is a wing from a duck. Do you guys see lots of ducks around here in ponds? And maybe there's even some over here behind us in the water. So feathers, they can also be very soft. So I also have some feathers from a bird to show you all the different types of animal adaptations. Alright, and then afterwards, like I said, you guys can come up if you want to touch these things or if you want to learn a little bit more about the animals.
Good morning! I have some friends with me as well. They are not real, but they are puppets. And in particular, I brought a bear puppet because today you are going to make a bear. So, everyone should have a brown paper bag. Have a brown paper bag. Inside it, you should have some pieces. You might need to hold on to those so they don't blow away. But you should have a set of eyes, 2 ears, 2 paws, a nose, and a tongue. Alright friends, you should also have a glue stick or glue dots. We are going to start with our eyes. So grab your biggest piece there. And on your paper bag, your eyes are actually going to go on the foldy part. All right, so go ahead and add some glue to your eyes. And you can have it hang over the edge of the flap a little bit or have it right up on top. Alright. So eyes should be up over the fold. Next, grab that nose piece. And if you look at your nose piece, there's a little line that comes down. And you also have a little line that comes down. So that's going to be the bottom part of our nose. We're going to add some glue to that. And that is actually going to go over the eyepiece. Alright. Over the eyepiece. Next, we will do our ears. All right, and they are labeled. One has an L for left, and the other one has an R for right. So you can go ahead and add some glue, and they're going to sit just behind your paper bag. Okay, so you're actually going to add the glue on the front part of your ear, and then set it on the tippy top of your bag, just behind it. Great, so a little bit of glue on the front, and glue it down to the top on the back side of the bag. Next, we are going to add our paws. So you should have 2 of those. All right, and they can go really anywhere you want on the sides here. So I'm going to make mine the front paws of my bear, so they're going to be up towards the top. But you can put them anywhere you want on the sides. Down below the flap. And friends, our last piece is the tongue. And that you're going to want to lift the flap up for and glue your tongue just under the flap so that when you open your bear's mouth, it sticks its tongue out at you. So if you lift up the flap and glue it, there's like a little fold, there might be a little fold on your bag, right around that fold there. You can see that when the bear lifts up the head, the tongue sticks out at you. Once you are done gluing, you can go ahead and try out your bear. Oh.
Some good space. Our friends in the front over here. Go ahead and stand up. Make sure you have enough space. So friends, I brought along my magic rock today, which I have. This is my magic wand. And this morning, I was trying to have my magic rock become an animal, but it wasn't working. Do you think you can help me? You can? I bet you can too. Where do you find rocks normally? Where do we find rocks usually?
In dirt!
Yep, in the dirt, on the ground. So show me how you can be a rock. Can you be my magic rock and try to go really low to the ground? With my magic wand, when I say poof, we're going to become an animal. We're going to use our magic rock skills and we're going to become an animal. Kind of like Miss Molly had us being some animals. Are you ready to try it with me? Let's see. Our first animal that we are going to be is a fish. Can I see some fish?
fins and some shark fins. Ready? Poof. Let's pop up and see. Can we be a shark or a fish with our fins? Ooh, I like the sharks I see over here. Ooh, I like those fins. Those are really great. Ooh, I see some really good looking fish. Some fierce fish too. Oh, that's really good. All right, swim your way back, friends, to your spot. And go ahead and become a magic rock again. I think our next animal we're going to try is a penguin. Does anybody know what penguins do? They waddle. When I say poof, we're going to become penguins. Are you ready? Poof. Can we waddle like a penguin? Who can waddle? Ooh, that's tricky. Feet together, arms to the side. Penguins don't move very fast, but they're pretty cute, aren't they? That's a good waddle. Ooh, I like that. Very good. Waddle back to your spot. Good job. Let's become magic rocks one more time. Ooh, you guys are helping to bring the magic today. Ooh, this time our magic wand is going to turn us into a lion. So this time we're going to prowl around with some lion claws, and we're going to give our best roar. Are you ready? Let's become magic rocks. Poof. Can we be a lion? Who can make a really good roar? Oh, those are so good. Hands in the back. Oh, these lions are so scary. Wow, look at these lions. Awesome. Can you roar your way back to your spot? Wow, you guys, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have the magic today. I love it. Let's become a magic rock 2 more times. Can you become a magic rock? This time, we're going to be an alligator. What do alligators have a lot of? Eve, can we make a big alligator chop just like this? So when I say poof, we're going to pop up and we're going to become alligators. Are you ready? Poof. Let me see your alligator chop. Oh, that's so good. Make sure you don't chop your neighbor. You're doing such a great job. Love these alligators. Look at these. Make your alligator go back to your spot. We're going to do one more. We're going to become magic rocks one more time. And our last one today, just because it's fun, we're going to be a horse. How many legs does a horse have? How many? 4. What do horses do? They gallop and they run. So on my poof, we're going to become horses and we're going to gallop near our neighbors. Are you ready? Poof. Can we become horses? How are you going to gallop? Oh, I love these horses. These are some fast horses, friends. I love it. Wow. Good job for watching your neighbor. Now gallop on back to your spot, friends. We're going to talk about one more thing. Grown-ups, this is a really fun thing to do at home, to pretend with your kiddos, just like Miss Molly led us in activity and movement. That's another fun way to pretend and to imagine. I have a question for you, my friends. So we were talking a lot about animals today. Who is the person, a doctor, who takes care of animals? What is that person called? Does anyone know? How about in the white shirt? A veterinarian. You're so right. Did you know that at Explore More, we have an exhibit called Learning, Caring, and Healing, where we take care of bears. Just like this, we get to pretend to give them an MRI, an X-ray, we can give them a shot and care for them. So after we conclude today, not only are we going to join Miss Leah and Miss Shen, but we're going to come up and play with all of our animals, and you can pretend to be a veterinarian as well. You also can put on some bear paws. You can pretend, or some butterfly wings.